Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss. Henderson, bounce pass. Outside for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. Misses in close. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you, Kev.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Outside Jackson. Screen by Porzingis. James, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Outside Irving. Mitchell with it. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. Over in the corner, Barnes. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Nesmith. Kicks it out to LeBron. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. James in the post. 5 to shoot. Anderson, no one around him.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Portis. It's good on the putback.
You got to put a body on Portis, or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
Pass to Nesmith. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team, fairly deep, with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Here's James, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. No one covering.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
A nice shot by Irving.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Down low. From deep, James. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Jackson in the corner. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Mitchell. The kick out to Irving. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here is James. .122 left to play here in the first. Pass to Nesmith. The game now all time.
Neesmith very efficient in the catch and shoot situations.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Minnesota. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
The lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Neesmith. Screen by Porzingis. Here's James. 4 on the clock. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Timberwolves leading. Now Mitchell. Outside Irving. There's a screen by Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Timberwolves. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
James, left side. Pass to Beasley. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Joe. James defending. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. They get it back. Back to Irving. Irving double team. Outside Robinson. They get it back. The kick out to Holiday. In the corner, Irving with it. No good on the 3.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
James gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Joe, good.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
James in the post. Beasley outside. Outside, James. The rebound by the Timberwolves. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
And Robinson is right there.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He wants to get that miss if it happens.
James outside. On the wing, Jackson. Back to LeBron. Over Holiday. And it's James missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Confident shooting from Holiday there. Finds a shot he likes and sinks it, even if it is the mid-range, which goes in the face of analytics these days. But I like that mid-range, Jay.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Simons. Pass to Neesmith. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 6. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was...
Did you see that, Donovan Mitchell?
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Simons on the wing. Screen by Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-6 run. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game. Now here is Holiday. Lopez a screen. Fires the 3. That shot missing. Here's Simons. Scoreless thus far. Porzingis can't hit.
Surprising to see that he has so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Pass to Joe. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Minnesota making a switch here. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Henderson. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell gets it inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Minnesota with it. In the corner, Irving with it. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
3 points.
Irving's got 13 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And a wide open look for James. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. LeBron's got his third basket of the night. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Connects from three-point range. 16 points for him.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Even though his game is more perimeter-oriented now, Lopez can still mix it up inside.
James looking around. Anderson with it. Still yet to score. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Here's Porzingis, and he makes good on the layup.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Inside, here's Lopez. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Outside for Jackson. Jackson with the screen. Here's Nesmith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Well, Aaron Nesmith isn't just a high-effort player club. He also provides a valuable skill set.
He sure does, Kevin. I mean, he's strong, he's athletic, can guard a couple of positions, he rebounds effectively for his size, and he's a sniper from the three-point line. He's an absolute laser. And I think his greatest attribute is his competitiveness as a defender.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Portis.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Timberwolves leading by 22. For three, Mitchell. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Minnesota calls timeout. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Mitchell outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Mitchell's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And here's Holiday. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Mitchell in the corner. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Back to Nance. Here's Huff. Second chance shot. Beasley. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Mitchell in the corner. Jacks up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
The Timberwolves, 60.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now James. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Nobody near Irving. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Never lacking confidence. 0 hesitation from Kyrie there.
From past the arc, Robinson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
This is their plan in the second half. I mean, try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
Pass to Robinson. Holiday looking for an opening. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Outside Irving. There's a screen by Robinson. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Henderson attacking. Porzingis can't hit. Holiday with the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Fires for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Irving. The kick out to Holiday. In the corner, Irving with it. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Joe Good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the right side. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Here's LeBron. Robinson pulls it in. Pass to Holiday. Back to Mitchell. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Henderson. Porzingis with the ball. Picked up by Portis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Coming onto the floor for the Timberwolves, Brook Lopez.
1:31 left in the 4th quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Simpson. To the wing on the left. Porzingis comes with the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Here's Simpson. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care.